From the graphic that we've just looked at, we've learned that neutral pHs in general are the best for the growth of plants. I want to look at why is that true. In other words, as we progress up or down the scale away from this neutral range in pH, what happens that causes plants to grow not as well in those types of soils? Well, let's take a look at the downscale side first. If we progress below 7 or down into the acidic range of pHs, especially below 6, getting down into the 5s, one of the things or one of the reasons why plants do not grow as well in those types of pH soils is because some of the nutrients that they require for growth and development are very strongly fixed or made insoluble at these lower or more acid soil pHs. In general, that would be true for most of the basic soil cations. Basic soil cations being calciums, magnesiums, potassiums, and to a certain extent ammonium. Now, we don't mention sodium here because even though sodium is a basic soil cation, it is not an essential plant nutrient. Another effect that lower acidic pHs have on the soil is that they can delay or reduce the level or speed with which organic matter is being decomposed in the soil. And you'll recall that the organic matter holds much of the nitrogen or reserve levels of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and or sulfur. And so especially in nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur, if we reduce the breakdown rate of organic material, we are tying up or fixing some of these reserves in a non-available form to the plant. This decrease in soil pH or increase in soil acidity as we move down the scale also can cause some elements to become available in too high of quantity and actually cause some toxicities to occur in the soil. This is true for manganese, and to a certain extent it can also be true for aluminum. So low, very acidic soil pHs can allow toxic levels of manganese and or aluminum become available in the soil. It's a natural process for soils to become more acid with time. In other words, when soils are very young or immature, they oftentimes will have pHs at or slightly above neutral. As soils weather, develop, or mature, they naturally will become more acid. Weathering or development of soils naturally allows these soils to become more acidic in nature.